Good morning, friend. As the day begins, imagine a soft band of light sliding across your kitchen table. A warm teacup sending a thin ribbon of steam into the air, the quiet hum of the refrigerator keeping time like a gentle metronome. Thank you for inviting me into a moment like that. At EverWell USA, our mission is steady and simple, better health and deeper dignity in the years that matter most. We keep that promise with calm stories you can feel and small actions you can try today. If this kind of company makes your mornings easier, please like, subscribe, and share so a neighbor can find their way here too. You are not alone. We are right here with you, one quiet breath at a time, and together we'll turn ordinary minutes into care that matters. What if I told you your blood pressure might be higher not because of your heart, but because of your chair? Not because your arteries changed overnight, but because your elbow hangs in the air while you measure your feet dangle off the edge, or the table sits just a little too low or too high, and your body braces without you noticing. It sounds unfair, almost like the room is playing a trick. That is the shock of this morning, and the relief, because a room can be rearranged, and a corner can be made kind by your own hands. Before we go farther, one gentle promise to keep you safe. Everything here is educational. We don't diagnose or prescribe. Your choices about medicines and targets belong with your clinician who knows your story. What we practice together are simple habits that help your numbers tell the truth so your appointments feel clearer and calmer. Picture the scene again, this time with you sitting down after breakfast. The spoon taps the cup once, the steam thins, the house settles. You pull a sturdy chair a little closer to the table you've used for years. The back of the chair meets your spine like an old friend. Your feet search and find the floor. Your forearm discovers a home at the level of your heart, palm open and relaxed. The cuff lies smooth against bare skin instead of fighting a sleeve. The monitor waits where the cord doesn't tug. Nothing special has happened, and yet everything is different because your body no longer has to hold itself up while trying to be still. You've measured many times before and watched the digits hop like sparrows on a fence line, high 1 minute, lower the next, until you wondered which number to trust. The recognition lands here. The reading is not only a story about biology, it is also a story about posture, support, and gravity. When your back has nowhere to lean, shoulder muscles tighten. When your feet can't meet the ground, your legs brace and your breath shortens. When your forearm floats, your body strains to keep it there. Those small efforts nudge pressure upward the way a hill nudges your heartbeat. None of this is your fault. Most of us were handed a cuff and told to press a button. We did our best without a corner that knew how to help us. Let's make that corner now, not with tools or rules, but with feel. Settle into the chair and scoot back until your spine meets the backrest. Let your shoulders fall the way a coat settles on a hook, no stiffness, no show. Place both feet flat and notice the calm that arrives when the floor answers you. If the floor is far, slip a sturdy book under your soles so your ankles aren't hanging. Rest your forearm on the table so your wrist and elbow travel the same horizon as your heart. Keep your palm open, fingers soft, bicep close to your side as if you're cradling a sleeping bird. Roll a sleeve if you need to so the cuff can hug skin without a wrinkle. Turn your face toward the window and let the light find you. Breathe as if you're fogging a mirror and then wiping it clean. You don't have to memorize anything. What matters is the feeling. Back supported, feet grounded, forearm home. Let the room help you. Let the chair hold the part of you that always tries to hold everything. If talking wants to jump in, smile at the urge and let it pass by the way a cloud glides past the sun. If curiosity pushes you to press the button right now, promise it a turn in 5 minutes. Your reading will rise out of stillness, the way steam rises from the cup, without strain, without hurry, because the air is calm. This is where hope lives, in small arrangements that keep you from wrestling with a simple task. You deserve numbers that reflect your real body, not your body bracing against a slippery seat or a table that's an inch too low. You deserve a gentle bridge between your home and your clinician, a set of notes gathered in peace instead of in a rush. Imagine yourself tomorrow morning in this same chair, the same light, the same easy breath, and imagine how the page in your notebook will look when the measurements begin to make sense in a row, rather than shout in single moments. Before we close this first chapter, try the tiniest action. Sit in the chair you've chosen and let your back rest fully. Place your feet flat and notice the quiet that arrives at your knees and hips. Lay your forearm on the table at heart level, palm open, fingers soft. Take 3 slow breaths and feel where the setup needs kindness. If your toes search, add a book. If your arm tires, lift the resting spot with a folded towel. If something pinches, shift until your body says yes. Don't press the button yet. Today is rehearsal. You're teaching your muscles the way back to stillness so tomorrow's numbers can tell the truth. When you feel that small, yes, there it is, I can stay like this, look at the corner you've created, and let it belong to you. It will be waiting in the morning light. Late morning drifts in like a friendly neighbor. The television goes quiet with a soft click and the room exhales. A square of sunlight slides across the living room rug and stops at the leg of a sturdy chair. You carry your cup from the sink to the table and set it down as if the table were a little dock and the cup were a small boat. This is our life anchor today, an ordinary room choosing calm over hurry, because calm is the doorway to honest numbers. Let's turn the picture into practice. Think of your arm like a shelf that needs to be level with your heart. If the shelf tilts up or down, things slide. Blood follows the same rule. When your forearm rests at heart height, the monitor hears a steady message instead of a shout or a whisper. You don't need a ruler for this. Imagine the line that crosses your chest. Then let your elbow and wrist travel that same horizon on the table. If the table sits too low, a folded towel can raise the resting spot. If your feet don't quite reach, the first book your hand finds can become a footrest. These tiny props are not shortcuts. They are kindness. The way a walking cane is kindness on a long path. A story helps it land. Mrs. Lee used to measure on the edge of her bed. Her elbow floated, her shoulders tightened, her feet swung like a child's. The machine showed a number that scared her, so she measured again, and the second number climbed even higher because fear is a wind that lifts pressure. We moved her to a straight back chair and set a small side table by her arm. We didn't change her heart, we changed her posture. The numbers settled like snow after you stopped shaking the globe. Repeatable posture makes repeatable readings. That is the quiet point. Now make a gentle check of your tools, the way you'd check a flashlight before a storm. The cuff should wrap your upper arm smoothly on bare skin. Fabric between cuff and skin is like a blanket over a microphone. If the Velcro barely meets, the cuff is likely too small and will squeeze higher numbers out of you. If the strap overlaps like a belt wrap twice, it may be too large and read low. Set the monitor where the cord doesn't tug or twist. Pull the chair close enough that your back can rest without scooting, and close enough that your forearm doesn't have to reach. Place your palm up, let your upper arm tuck near your side as if you were holding a sleeping bird. Breathe a little slower than usual, in through the nose, out like a quiet sigh. Soft piano hums at the edge of the room and fades. You do not have to memorize steps. Let your body learn a rhythm. Sit, settle, soften the shoulders, plant the feet, rest the forearm at heart height, smooth the cuff. Look out the window and let the light find you. Say nothing for a moment and feel the weight of your own calm. If curiosity knocks and asks you to press the button right now, smile and tell it, almost give me 5 minutes to be ready. This pause is not wasted time. It is part of the measurement. The way warming up is part of a good walk. There is one more grace to add, and it's as small as a recipe card. Write 4 quiet words on a note and tape it near your corner. Back, feet, arm, quiet. That tiny card will meet you on the mornings you feel rushed and guide you back to the posture your body remembers. If you like, keep a little notebook beside it, not just for numbers, but for what the moment felt like, had coffee late, walked first, felt dizzy standing up. Those short lines turn single readings into a story your clinician can read with you, so choices feel shared instead of guessed. Let's end part 2 with a doable action while the room is still kind. Sit in your chosen chair and slide back until the backrest holds you without effort. Place a book under your feet if the floor sits too far away. Lay a folded towel on the table until your forearm rests at the same height as your heart and your palm can open without strain. Roll your sleeve so the skin is clear. Smooth the cuff and let the tube run straight, not kinked. Set a timer for 5 quiet minutes and simply breathe. Don't press the button yet. This is rehearsal on purpose, teaching your muscles the map to stillness so tomorrow's numbers can tell the truth. When the timer rings, write 1 line in your notebook. Today, the corner felt steady. That line is a promise you can keep. Late afternoon finds you in the small errands hour, the time when the store is quiet and the aisles feel like slow rivers. You pick up an extension cord that won't tangle, a soft covered notebook that opens easily, and a pack of fresh batteries so power never slips away at the worst moment. These aren't medical supplies so much as kindness for the room. They turn measuring from a scramble into a ritual, the way a set table turns food into a meal. Walking out into the cooler air, you can already picture where each piece belongs. Back home, the house greets you with the clean scent of soap and lemon. You place the chair where your feet naturally find the floor without searching. You draw the table close enough that your forearm will land at the level of your heart without effort. The extension cord runs along the wall instead of across the path, so nothing tugs and nothing trips. If you use batteries, you slide in the new set now so a faint beep never steals your calm. The cuff rests open on top of the monitor like a friendly scarf, easy to slip into rather than wrestle. Fit matters because fit is fairness. The cuff should sit on bare skin a finger or two above the elbow crease, smooth and even, tube straight, no sleeve trap beneath it. If the strap strains to meet, it is likely too small and can squeeze numbers higher than they truly are. If it wraps so far that the Velcro overlaps on itself, it may be too large and can whisper numbers lower than the truth. When in doubt, ask the pharmacy to size your upper arm or choose a wide range cuff that lists arm sizes on the box. None of this is about perfection. It is about giving the monitor a clean signal and giving yourself an honest reading. Now the corner is ready, and so are you. Sit the way your body has been practicing. Back supported by the chair, shoulders quiet, feet planted, forearm resting at heart height with the palm relaxed. Let the room settle for 5 unhurried minutes. This is not delay. It is preparation, like waiting for the kettle to murmur before you pour. Your breath slows, your jaw softens, the corners of your eyes release. When the moment feels steady, press the button once and allow the cuff to do its work. The squeeze arrives, firm but brief, and then the numbers appear. Stay as you are for 1 minute more and take a second reading. 2 calm measurements, side by side, begin to look like a picture instead of a flicker. Open the notebook to its first page and give the numbers a few companions. The date, the time of day, and 1 plain sentence about the moment. Perhaps coffee was later than usual. Perhaps you took a short walk before measuring. Perhaps you felt a little lightheaded after getting up from a chair. Those details turn isolated digits into a story your clinician can read with you. They move decisions away from guesswork and toward partnership, because the data came from a life that was cared for, not a minute that was rushed. If a number catches you by surprise tonight, let curiosity arrive first and panic wait outside. Numbers wander, that is their nature. Severe symptoms are a different language altogether. New chest pain, sudden shortness of breath, weakness or numbness on one side, trouble speaking or seeing those, ask for immediate help. Most days though, will not ask for urgency. They will ask for steadiness, and steadiness is exactly what this little corner was built to give. Close this part with 1 gentle action while the room still holds its quiet. Leave the chair where your back can find it without thinking. Leave the table where your forearm meets it without reaching. Coil the cord neatly along the wall. Set the cuff on the monitor the same way every time so your hands could find it even in the dark. Place the notebook and a pen within easy reach. Then sit for 1 more minute, not to measure, but to look at what you made. This isn't a clinic. It is your kitchen, your breath, your rhythm. Tomorrow morning, when light returns to this table, you will measure again 2 readings a minute apart and write them down. The routine will remember you even on scattered days, and a small corner will begin to lower a great deal of worry. Evening gathers slowly, the kind of soft light that makes a kitchen feel honest. The cup from breakfast has dried to a faint ring on the saucer. On the fridge, a grandchild's drawing of a bright red heart tilts under a magnet. You sit in the same chair you chose this morning and notice how your body recognizes it now, the way your hand knows the shape of a familiar doorknob. A friend calls to ask how the day went. You tell them about your little corner and how 5 quiet minutes changed the feeling of pressing a button. You don't boast. You just share the relief of doing a small thing that made the numbers make sense. Questions arrive, as they always do near the end of the day. What if tomorrow is busy? What if the numbers wander again? You breathe once and answer yourself with the truth you learned this week. A single reading is only a moment. A pattern is the story. When the chair holds your back, when your feet find the floor, When your forearm rests at heart height, you are giving your body the same stage each time. That is how a pattern appears. Not because life becomes perfect, but because you gave it a steady place to speak. You think about appointments, the stack of papers in a clinic folder, the quick questions that always seem to come when you are already at the door. You picture walking in with a small notebook that shows mornings and evenings side by side, each pair of readings taken a minute apart, each page holding a few plain words about what the day felt like. Instead of guessing, you and your clinician can sit at the same table and decide together. The bridge between your home and the office is built from quiet 5-minute boards, one after another. There is tenderness in this, hidden in plain sight. You have spent so many years holding the world up for other people that holding your own arm up for a machine felt normal. It doesn't have to. The chair can do that part now. The table can carry the forearm. The cord can reach without a tug. Kindness moves from an idea to a surface you can touch, wood under your palm, floor under your soles, fabric smooth against your skin. When worry comes, as worry does, you can look at the corner and remember that you already changed something real. A memory surfaces of a day when you rushed and the numbers startled you. It helps to name the difference. Tonight is not about chasing a perfect value. It is about honoring a simple practice. If a severe symptom ever appears, new chest pain, sudden trouble breathing, weakness on one side, difficulty speaking or seeing, you will not wait on a machine. You will call for help. Most nights will not ask for that. Most nights will ask you to sit, breathe, and let the routine remember you. Before you turn out the light, make one small promise you can keep. Set an easy time for tomorrow's measurement, perhaps just after you wash your face, or just before you water the plants. Place the chair and table exactly where your body found them today. Lay the cuff on the monitor the same way again. Put the notebook and pen within reach. On a tiny card, write 4 words back: feet, arm, quiet, and tape it where your eyes will land. You have built a corner that tells the truth. In the morning, it will be waiting, and so will we. Before we say goodnight, gather the simple truths you practiced today. A steady chair, a grounded pair of feet, and a forearm resting at the level of your heart turn a shaky moment into an honest one. The cuff lies smooth on bare skin so the monitor can listen clearly, and a calm 5 minutes before you press the button lets your body stop bracing and speak without hurry. 2 readings a minute apart give you a picture instead of a flicker, and a small notebook turns numbers into a story you and your clinician can read together. None of this demands perfection. It asks for the same setup each time so a pattern can appear and guide kinder decisions. Your measuring corner is not a clinic. It is a promise, a chair that remembers your back, a table that remembers your arm, a quiet that remembers your breath. If you try just one thing next, choose your daily time and sit once in the posture you learned, letting the room help you hold still. Thank you for spending this evening with EverWell USA. Like, subscribe, and share so a neighbor can find their own calm corner in the morning light.